Hi, this is Elle, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be talking about a tips and tricks video about something that is super confusing to everybody that I've ever talked to and done makeup on. We're talking about contour and bronzer. What's the difference? Why do we use it? Do we need it? So before we get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. Contour and bronzer. Okay, there are stark differences between why we use these and the colors that we use if we choose to use these techniques. Now, in my everyday life, I just use bronzer. Bronzer is there to give a little bit of color to the face, to make the face look a little bit more sun-kissed, a little bit more less one-dimensional, but it is there more for giving the skin color. That is its main purpose. So instead of just, just blush, which you obviously absolutely can, bronzer is there to give a little bit more of that sun-kissed look. Now, contour, I only use contour if I am going out on a date, if I am, having like an on-camera experience, or if there's something special that I really want to chisel the face and make it look really like fantastic, make a big impression. Contour is there to, as I said, sculpt and contour the face, shape the face. That's its main purpose. So bronzer should be more of a sun-kissed look or a sun-kissed color, and contour should be more of an ash-based color. And I am going to show you my two favorites, or at least my favorite contour, and show you the difference in color. Now, again, you can choose to use both of these every single day, or you can obviously use them on special occasions. But again, like I said, for me, bronzer is an everyday occurrence. All right, when we're looking at colors here, this is a Kevin Aucoin palette, okay? This is definitely more on an ashy side, okay? So it means it has a more of a green base to it. Instead of, if you're looking at something like this is Wander Beauty, this has a more, usually like a more, I'm trying to figure out the right word. It's more of like, it can go from caramel, it can go to more of a red base, that type of a thing. It doesn't usually, bronzer doesn't usually have an ash base to it. So when you're looking at the skin, I want to show you I'm going to kind of do this a little bit more aggressive than normally. I'm actually going to use Sculpt Medium by Kevin Aucoin. And when you're doing a contour color, it almost always, well actually it always, should be matte, okay? Matte color. So I'm just going to take my finger just so I can show you guys. And here is your contour color. Just like that. You see how ashy that is? And then here is your bronzer. I want you to see the difference in color. Okay? So do you see how this is always going to be on the bottom and your bronzer is going to be on the top? Now, normally I would apply these separately and make sure that they're each applied in the right manner instead of doing them on top of each other, but I wanted you guys to see it. So for right now, I'll show you how to apply it on the other side. I'm just going to take a buffing brush and work this in. My motions here are going to be up and down and kind of small swirling motions. You don't want to remove this contour and bring it up too high. Okay. I had to use a little bit of foundation. I don't have any powder on to kind of blend that out. I kind of really went in on that section, so you're seeing a little divot here. So when you're looking at this, do you see how you can kind of see a little bit more definition right here? That is where that contour should be placed. So I'm going to show you on the other side of my face. For these techniques, you're going to want to use smaller brushes. So I'm just using my BK Beauty 112 brush. I'm going to go into Sculpt Light. That is the color that I would normally use. He makes two colors. And I'm going to lay my brush on its angle because this is an angled brush. And I'm going to sweep it into the hollows of the cheek. So, okay, not down here, up here. All right. The contour, if you're doing a very natural, gentle contour, you don't really bring contour in very far into the mouth. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways, and I'm just blending up. There's a bunch of different ways to do contour, let's just say that. I mean, I could contour every like section of my face, but today we're talking more about the color and how to get the right color if this is something you want to do. So you can see automatically that this contour color gives definitely a more realistic shadow on the skin. Do you see that? How you can literally see that. Now when we're using a bronzer, we're going to use a little bit of a fluffier brush because we want it to be diffused a little bit more. And we're going to, I've talked about where bronzer is placed, but up here on the temple, and we can bring it in ever so slightly, the two mesh. So you want to do circular motions so that the two mesh. You really shouldn't see the difference between contour and bronzer. Again, contour is all about shaping and giving an optical illusion of whatever you want your face to look like. Yes? Okay. So if you guys want me to do a whole contouring the face video, comment below. I'll be happy to make one for you. Let me know if you guys use contour. Let me know if you guys are going to try these tips. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.